I've tried writing this poem before, but when I try and write about this place, it drags my mind back to the gutter. I heard you could see the stars from here, but all I can see is broken glass and spilt beer. I guess the stench of contradiction sometimes gets lost as it mingles with the sweet fragrance of country air. You see, I love my hometown. It's called Ludlow and it raised me. Take me back to summer days when we played by the river or went exploring in the woods, when skinned knees and angry parents staring disapprovingly at clocks with the extent of our cares before the grazes went deeper and turned into broken hearts as we fell down and grew up together. And angry parents became war zones of smashed plates and families torn apart. We started getting older brothers to buy us cheap spirits and cigarettes to get in a mess with, running from devils in high-vis jackets as we danced and pirouetted through the night. And as the seasons turned with us getting colder, the spring of our youth lost its warmth. In summer it rained. The fiery colours of autumn turned to sullen black as Father Winter probed his icy fingers through our veins. Distrusting the closeness of others, we looked for other ways to stay warm. Creating our own reality out of powdered dreams, a spoonful of sugar really helps the medicine go down, we found, until we couldn't find ourselves anymore. Okay, that's enough of that. By now you must be getting the wrong idea. See, none of that goes on where we're from, in this town. Everybody's happy, in this town. The only things we'll complain about are the traffic lights and the weather. And what bad weather we're having for February. Especially considering it's June. Oh, you, what are we to do? Drink some more tea, keep calm and carry on. Everything is slow here. There's no need to rush. It worked for us back then, so what's all the fuss? We all know Pete, the local baker, and just next door is his cousin, Jack the butcher. What's that you can't pay now? Never mind, dear, some other time will do. We support our local stores, well, we try to. That new supermarket sure is big, though. And look at all the cheap prices and surprises waiting inside for you. We still support our local bar. I guess some loyalties never change. We could go to the one across the road, but that's where the tourists go. Like, oh, mate, you're not from round here, are you? You've lived here your whole life, but I know you ain't local. You've got to be third generation, born at the local hospital by the local doctor, baptised in local holy water straight from our own local murky river if you want to be family. This town's got history. The crumbling remains of a castle that once stood as a defence against invading Celtic clans still stands as this town's highest point. Its walls would tell 1,000 tales if they hadn't been sworn into secrecy. But now their protective shadows hide the drunken revelry of youth. The ground around them, once littered with bones and arrows, is strewn with empty beer cans, white dusted bags and foil wrappers of hastily shed innocence. I guess some things never change, you see. Wars are still being fought here. This town's got a genetic predisposition to despondency and destitution, depositing derogatory connotations on tuition. Basically, intellect is frowned upon. And if you ever want to leave, oh, there must be something wrong. My dad never left, so why should I? And anyway, I'm expecting to be married with a kid and a job in 2 years' time. But I'm being pretty harsh, you see. People are just trying to live here. A beauty is stitched into the fabric of this town, like the grizzled geezers are woven into their favourite stools at the bar, as hands greedily clasp their favourite tankards. This town's called Ludlow, but people live the high life within their means. This town raised me, and it still shapes me day to day. This town's called Ludlow, and it's my family. And I know we don't always get along, but I guess that's why I call it family.